Under normal circumstances, I probably wouldn't bother with the Monday and Tuesday videos from Kent, but this is immediately following the Ark Encounter protest this past Sunday. For what it's worth, for those coming in after the fact, this video is being recorded Wednesday afternoon. Well, it's a live stream being done Wednesday afternoon after the Ark Encounter protest. So, I don't know how much good there'll be in here beyond the opening. Kent does bring us up. Once I got wind that, okay, he does mention it and he does talk crap, I was like, okay, we're gonna cover this. So time to get the chicken on screen. Well, I'm just turkey hanging out over here. That's right, Laura. Turkey, turkey, turkey. Let's see what this ass clown has to say.
Good evening, folks. Kent Hovind here in the crew.
Jesus, that was loud. Or was it just me? Yeah, I can be a little lower. Let me know if I need to turn the jerk ass down.
At Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. It is July the 7th, 2025. Tonight we'll be in Psalm 140, dead center in the Bible. In case you're not familiar with the Bible, 166 books written by 40 different men over 1,500 years, and it all blends perfectly. God's Word. We believe it from cover to cover.
Yes, Seth, I'd rather go turkey hunting than reading the Bible.
About 3/4 of the Bible is Old Testament, everything before Jesus came. The last fourth is the New Testament, after Jesus came. But if you open the Bible to the exact middle, you should hit the book of Psalms. And Psalm 118, verse 8 is the exact middle, they tell me. I never counted them. But we're going to be in Psalm 140 tonight and try to get 4 chapters done. They're pretty short. What do you do when nobody cares?
You give up and start a religious cult in bumfuck Alabama? I don't know.
Have you ever had those times in your life when you thought, nobody cares? We all have those. What do? Psalm 140 will help you out.
It's also a funny thing about pastors and preachers is that their role is to give out life advice as if they're experts on anything. That's always weirded me out. It's like, but you're just some normal person. Why are you giving advice? You're no specialist.
We're on a bunch of different channels. Go to drdino.com. You can get them all on Twitter, on Rumble, and Facebook, and X. I don't know what they all are. Just push a button, something happens. Go to our app, kenthovind.tv, get it for free. And be sure to like our channels. Just better join all of them because they're going to take us off of one. You know how they did.
They're going to take us off on one of them, all of them. It's the Hovind Illuminati. The Hovindati's going to get us. I don't know why they're named after me, but they're out to get me.
With YouTube, they'll take us off if they can't handle the truth. That's the problem, okay? And subscribe to our channel, please. It's free. And share the message with somebody else. If you know anybody from Camp Mystic in Texas where the horrible flooding was and everybody drowned, please call them. Have them call me. Get a hold of them. Say they would like to help. They probably had camp scheduled for all summer. We will help. They can use our facility.
Holy fuck. I knew Kent said something like this, but dude, you're more concerned about the camp activities continuing than anything else. Bruh, camp is done, all right? Anyone who survived is heading home. Camp is over. What the fuck is wrong with you, Kent?
For free. That was a 12-hour drive, but some groups might have been coming from closer. We've had people come from Pennsylvania down here to spend the week and love the place. So we want to offer, just please tell them, call Kent Hovind, 855-BIG-DINO, extension 3.
For the love that is holy, there's zero chance anyone would end up seeing this, but in the odd probability that even one person remotely tangential to the situation actually sees this video, do not go anywhere near DAL. Do not. Well, hell, I mean, that's good advice for anybody, but especially these people.
Okay. We're open for free. You can help us stay that way if you join our 777 clubs. I want to help. I give $1 a day. Anything you can. drdino.com is our website. 9 years.
Yep, as Seth says, where God couldn't be bothered to get off his ass to save kids as young as 6 from drowning. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Drowning. It's funny, Kent said it right for once earlier.
Years now, and open for free. I need to update that one. Okay, get our video series.
And look at the amount of time he spent on that tragedy. Not even a prayer for him. Not even anything. Not even typical Christian symbology. Just right on to time to go for the next stuff. Come down to DAL. What a piece of shit.
On creation seminar series, $50, 18 hours. Answers all kinds of questions. Get our series on what on earth is about to happen, according to the Bible, what the future holds. The Dinosaur Adventureland is straight north of Pensacola, right across I-65, a little bitty town called Lenox. Bring your whole church. Bring the whole youth group. Bring anybody you want to bring. Call Titus, 855-BIG-DINO, extension 5, if you want to.
Can I bring a trans immigrant? Or would y'all be mad at that? We don't want their kind here in our Genesis Baptist Church, I tell you what. You say bring anybody.
Schedule a cabin. What cabin are you guys in? Kent. Over here, okay. Right. Hang on. There. Been a long day. Everything's free. We don't charge for anything. We have all kinds of activities to do. Did your kids get to see any of the stuff today at all?
No, they locked us in the basement. We didn't see sunlight again for 3 days.
You didn't take the tour? When did you get in? What? Tomorrow, okay. We have all kinds of fun stuff to do. All kinds of friendly animals. We need another Jeep. We have 3 Jeeps. We give tours all the time. And there's always something breaking down. And many times I'd like to have 4, so I don't have to talk so much by giving 10 lessons, you know. So there's a place called E-Repairables, someplace. Go to info at E-Repairables. They get Jeeps that have been totaled, and the airbag deploys, and they get a salvage title. So they're cheap, and they're usually easy to fix. Find one, fix one, donate it to us, okay? Or tell us we can get it cheap enough. We need that 4th.
Hey, just buy us a car. Hey, while my audience is out there, just buy me a car, will you? Totally could use one. You know, use a lot of things. Always find use for a vehicle. Doesn't matter how many I got. Always need one more.
It's got to be 4-door. Got to be a Jeep Wrangler to match the rest of ours. Take the roof off. Take the doors off. Come ride. Visit Dinosaur Adventureland. Go for a ride. Joseph, did you get that video clip put in ever?
I have it.
You have it?
Emailed it to you. Let me see if I got it.
I don't want it right now. Do it some other time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We do 8 shows a week on Dr.
Hey, that was the voice of Joseph, the chicken shit who drove by the Ark Encounter but did not want to come, or Ark Encounter protest, and didn't want to come over. How convenient. And look at all these photos filled with 3s and 4s of people that Kent has, as opposed to, you know, the mass of people we had at the protest.
drdino.com. All kinds of fun stuff to learn around here. It's really a blast. This whole gravel pit, nothing but mud and sand. God's been good, turning it into an amazing science camp. 12,000 square foot science center. There it is right there. Come learn some real science. Our
Kent, that's not your science center. That's just a picture of it.
dining hall, we feed 3,000 meals a month. We need a cook. And we need somebody who's good at fixing tools. Maybe get husband-wife team. You know, one does one does the other. That'd be perfect. If you can swing a hammer, help us visit.
Okay, yeah, the woman will go fix the tools and the man's going to cook. How you like that, Kent? Would you enjoy that, or would you have a problem with that? Because I feel like you'd have a problem with that.
Help us finish Noah's Ark that we started. Here's where it started back 6 months ago. And there it is, coming along today. We got the crab from Ohio.
By the time they finish it, it's going to be just as moldy as the Ark Encounter.
5 trailers full of parts. They took it apart. We brought it all back down. Got in late. When did we get in?
3 o'clock the other morning?
3 o'clock. Yeah, whatever it was. We're here. So if you can do fiberglass work, plan a trip, come down here. Got to put the pieces back together and fiberglass over the seams and make it look like a crab.
But Joseph, you were all the way up still in Kentucky by then. You didn't drive all the way down to DAL after going up there all day, then drive all the way pretty much back up there to near the Ohio border. You didn't do that. You stayed up there. This we. Yeah, Joseph and Ken's relationship is fucking creepy.
Yeah, world's largest crab. You know, Joseph, somebody made one 50 feet long and purposely to sink offshore as a reef for fishermen.
Oh, cool.
And then this guy made one 67 feet long, the world's biggest crab.
We're not sinking it.
Yeah, we're not sinking it. No. But come on down if you want to help us. Kubota dealer helped pay for one of the big expensive trailers to come down here. Call Daniel, say thank you. Or go on their website, South Alabama Kubota. Put a comment on there. He's been a great blessing to our ministry. You can write to Ben.
Yeah, we'll get around to that.
Up in Ohio. He's the one who donated the thing, the crab. There it is. And if you know any social media that mentioned this thing, say, hey, Krabby has moved to Lenox, Alabama. Because right now, if you Google it, it just says closed. We don't want that. Tell them where they are. Here we are, Monday, July 25th. Okay, Joseph, you guys went up there to go to the...
It's Monday, July 25th.
To the atheist rally. How many atheists were there did you see?
I saw about a dozen.
About a dozen.
Yeah, my ass. He came in the middle of us speaking. That man obviously can't count. It was towards 50.
Who had a rally against Ken Ham's Noah's Ark. And they had all the traffic blocked off or the parking blocked off.
Yeah, well, they were in a weird spot anyway. It's one of these small triangles between the on-ramp and the off-ramp of the highway. And so there's guardrails, and then the cars were right there behind that, and then cones. So there was really nowhere to pull in.
Yeah, there was, Joseph, you lying piece of shit. Yeah, there was.
Easily.
Yeah.
And when I shot him a messenger and asked him where I could park, and it took him like 2 hours, 3 hours to hit me back. So it was probably over by then.
Right, because we were busy with, the actual event. And, if you're too stupid to figure the hell to park on that, seem not cause any issues for anybody else. Cops seem to be able to go in just fine. So, I mean, when they came to double check, everything was copacetic. Because, they check on things. They seem to have a fine job. Everyone coming seemed to have a fine job. You just couldn't figure it out, huh? It was that complicated. Even with ambushed apostate, bringing people in. But of course, you came when it was already happening. You were late as fuck because you're incompetent.
They heard I was coming. When I heard,
Oh, yeah, fucking right, Kent. You chicken shit piece of crap.
10 or 15, 20 people are going to be there, I said, look, I'm going to go home. I got lots to do.
So which is it? Could they find parking or could you not find parking? Were there a lot of people or were there not enough people? Because it's Schrodinger's event. It was simultaneously too big to find parking, but too little to be worthwhile. How does that work? I showed the entire area. I marked off, marked off insofar as, I did a thing showing, hey, there was plenty of room. It's not our fault you couldn't figure it out. Joseph's a piece of shit. Obviously fucking stupid. Of course, he's hanging around with Ken Hovind, so go figure.
We didn't go. But all you atheists are invited here. I'll debate all of you. Same time.
Oh, no. You had your chance, fuckface. Don't even try to play that crap.
Have your rally down here and come sit right here and I'll take you on one at a time or all at the same time. You get half the time. Give the...
Oh, your little criteria you gotta bring up. Ken Hovind's chicken shit without his little criteria security blanket. You fucking pathetic ass piece of shit.
Best evidence for why you don't believe in God, why you believe in evolution instead. You don't believe...
You're pretty good evidence there is no God, just you existing.
Believe God made the world, but you think nothing made the world. Then I'll call some shrinks to come be on hand to give you a psychological test just to see if, all your marbles are still there. Okay. Oh, there we go. We've got...
What a worthless person. Oh, man. Y'all are seriously going to try to spin this the way you're trying to do it. How fucking pathetic.
Lions Metal Roofing. Thank them for the metal for the Noah's Ark. And we got a whole load of stuff needs to come from Dallas to here. So if you're coming this way, please call me soon. 855 Big Dino Extension 3. Okay. Oh, slide number 933. Psalm 140. Oh, right there. Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, whose imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually, they are gathered together for war. All they want to do is fight. That's what some of these atheist groups do. All they want to do is try to close down a Christian ministry, close down a camp, shut down a YouTube channel. They sharpen their tongues like serpents.
Everyone's out to get me. Cry me a river, Kent.
The adder's poison is under their lips. The adder is mentioned 4 times in the Bible. It's a poisonous snake. The adder's poison, Adam's poison, is a venom that is generally not considered highly dangerous to humans, though it can cause significant discomfort and localized reactions.
Yeah, just like exposure to Ken Hovind.
This is the only venomous snake native to the UK and is found across much of Europe and into Asia. The venom is primarily used to immobilize and then kill its prey. Critics with a sharp tongue will often immobilize Christians into doing nothing. They quit sharing the gospel and teaching others for fear of being criticized. If somebody's saying something bad about you, forget them. You should see the bad stuff they say about me.
Why don't you take your own advice and forget them then, Kent? You can't. You got to devote whole weeks nonstop to talking about people because they mention you 5 seconds in a video.
if one of the great Christian leaders, they asked him a couple of days ago. A friend of mine was there, met with him, and said, "What do you think about Kent Hovind?" He said, "Oh, he's what did he say? Obnoxious." I got Christians saying bad things about me. Okay.
That should tell you a lot.
What do you do? Well, keep going. I don't work for them. It'll work for me. So I'm trying to please God, right? There's a website. What does the Bible say about speaking ill of others? Bible verses about speaking ill of others.
No, Ken, those are Google search results to various other articles on websites, usually Christian propaganda mills. You don't understand how the internet works. You need to get off it, old man.
32 top Bible verses about gossip. What to do when someone badmouths you. So usually when they badmouth you, they're trying to get you to quit doing what you're doing. Whether they're either doing the same.
No, I want you to continue because it constantly gives me more to react to and more subtle and varied ways to react to what you do to demonstrate to people just how garbage you are. And if tangentially I can express deeper feelings about things, even better.
Thing you are, and you're cutting into their financial profits, or they just want you to quit like the atheists. They can't handle the truth. Oh, change the mic, brother. Hang on. Okay. Bible verses related to speaking ill of others from the King James. There's a bunch of them there. You can look those up. Don't speak ill of others. A bunch more there. How many remember the cartoon years ago Disney put out called Bambi? You see Bambi before? When Bambi was born, little Thumper the rabbit said, "His legs are kind of wobbly." And his mama said, "Thumper, what did I tell you?" He said, "If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all." Good idea. All right.
Says Kent Hovind. And this is where, if this was a pre-produced video, you just have a clip of him calling people moron, it's stupid, and dropping R-bombs and stuff, set to some kind of music.
The adder puts a poison in you that will immobilize you. The critics say poisonous words about you, and it immobilizes you. Some of you husbands or wives say poisonous things about each other, and you immobilize them. You make them quit caring.
Oh, wait, so poisonous. So something you eat that makes you sick. So you just go to your wife and tell her, toxic tree frog. Yep. I told her poisonous things. Psychedelic mushrooms en masse. Various molds. Actually, lead. Poisonous thing. There's a verbiage used by Kent is always so fucking funny, but look at more of this literal taking of what you say as something more than, just words and thoughts being expressed, as if it has some true greater value in the universe.
Stop. Think what you're saying. Words can be powerful. All 9 varieties of adder might have had a common ancestor called an adder.
Okay, how can you go through this metaphor and symbolic way of, speaking nice about others? Oh, by the way, I might have had a common answer. You suck at segues, bro.
It does not prove they're related to camels and butterflies. Why do you atheists put these stupid charts in our textbooks and call it science? This isn't science. This whole chart is stupid. Think about it. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purposed to overthrow my going. They want me to quit doing what I'm doing.
Yep, and people like you want me to quit doing what I'm doing, but it's not going to happen, Kent. Laura here brings up interesting, responding to Maria. First time I watched Kent's videos, I was deeply Christian and was turned off by his little digs like national pornographic and the other stupid things he says. And it's funny because, it's well known that with my kind of verbiage and like, my liberal use of profanity, fluidity with language, that I'm going to turn off any kind of hardcore Christian or anything. That's not where my stuff is targeted. It's targeted to those who need to laugh at this stuff because that's all you can do at a point is just have a laugh. Even though these ideas lead to incredibly dangerous actions, the fucked up nature of the world as it is currently, you got to laugh to try to take that bit of the edge off. And, once a person reaches that stage of deconstruction, that stage of rejection, where they can have a laugh at this stuff, I'll be there providing entertainment.
The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. That's another.
Yeah, suspended A minor. I totally hit that chord. Hovind would be the kind of motherfucker to try to sell you sheet music that contains a B sharp.
Type of net to catch it.
I say that technically B sharp exists depending on the way you do some things, but we're not going to get into music theory right now.
An animal. Sila, that means stop and think about it. There's always somebody trying to catch you in your words. How many atheist channels, all they do is watch mine just to catch anything I say wrong?
I mean, isn't that what your whacking atheist show is? And you're talking about me and AJ primarily. It's a reaction channel. It's a reaction commentary. That's how it works. Okay? This is fundamental. All right? I don't know how to explain it to you any simpler. In case you hear something shaking, I have the mug that, what was our friend here's name? I'm terrible with names. Dade Murphy gave me in a little gift bag along with an awesome sticker. It's sitting on top of a small stack of hard drives on top of my computer right next to a pot. And every time I hit my desk, it clangs. Potted plant, I should say, right next to a pot. What kind of pot? Well, a ceramic one that has a ZZ plant in it.
Yeah, and they'll do a whole show on it. Hovind said this wrong.
Yeah, because you do, Kent. You act like you're perfect, and I'm showing that you're not. Make you giggle? Good. I know it also tears you apart inside.
Get a life, okay?
I'm not the one living in bumfuck nowhere, Alabama. I'm the one who just had an amazing fucking weekend. You know, maybe if I had people giving me everything, I'd just be as not giving a fuck as you. But as it stands, I like to relax. I get stuff done when I need to. And sometimes just relaxing and laughing at you, that's what I feel like might be a fun time. Because it's always nice to have something to come back to that's continually fresh, yet simultaneously stale. Somehow, you're that. I'll get a life when you get a life, Kent. Oh, wait, I already have one. I forgot. But if one was to say I didn't, I would when you get one. Covering all my bases, because why the hell not? This clown.
I said unto the Lord, thou art my God. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O God, the Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. Think about it. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Lord, whatever they're asking happen to me, do it to them instead, David's praying. Let burning coals fall upon them.
Oh, is this some rubber, I'm rubber and you're glue kind of crap?
Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil men shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. Or evil shall hunt the violent man. I know that the Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted and the right of the poor. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The upright shall dwell in thy presence. Somebody called me last night or this morning, I forget, and said they watched one of my videos 30 years ago when it was on videotape. Got saved, changed their life. They just wanted to thank me.
Boy, how pathetic is your life. There's the people who need to get a life, people who watch Kent Hovind videos and suddenly change their entire way of thinking about the universe.
I don't know. I've planted seeds for 35 years. I think a lot of them are going, I don't know anything about. And if people, the devil hates that, and he wants to get me to stop. Well, I'm going to stop I'm not even going to stop when I die. Videos are going to keep going. Joseph, you're going to keep putting them out after I'm gone, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, keep spreading them everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, right. With what paycheck coming in?
And you all can do that too. Several people take short clips of mine and make shorts for their own channel. Great. Please do it. Okay. Just tell them where it came from. Put drdino.com on there.
And just gotta tell them where it came from, as long as you're advertising my shit.
Then thou,
because it's not about spreading the word of the Lord, it's about me, Hovind.
Hear thou in heaven their prayer and their supplication, and maintain. The Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The upright shall dwell in thy presence. Maintain their cause. Interesting. The 6 verses have that phrase in there. maintain their cause, maintain the cause, maintain his cause, somebody's cause, okay? Psalm 141. Lord, I cry unto thee, make haste unto me, give ear unto my voice when I cry unto thee. Lord, listen.
Yeah, Joseph is giving Kent Hovind fucking rim jobs every single day. He is all up in that. That's all there is to it. Joseph is Hovind's fifth wife.
Listen to me, I got trouble, okay?
He's also a chicken shit punk ass little blind bitch. Think I'm not? They think I'm lying, Joseph? Think I'm the one out of line? You know how to get a hold of me. Do it like a real adult this time. Okay.
My prayer be set forth before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep the door of my lips. Incline not thine heart to any evil thing, to practice wicked.
Hang on, we got someone new who totally can't go back to lurking because we gotta bring him out. Tilting Windmill. New subscriber to the channel here, sent by Dave over at the Captive Desk. Hell yeah, Dave's awesome, and you're awesome by extension, my friend. Sounds like y'all had a fun weekend. Now back to my lurking. Yeah, it was a very, very great weekend. Hate to see it go, but even better things are coming. This is just the start.
Works with men that work iniquity, and let me not eat of their dainties.
Let me not eat of their dainties. I want to eat the dainties. God. I gotta see that. Eat of their day. Oh my God. What the actual fuck? Fuck, man.
Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness. And let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil. You know, when a godly man gives you advice and says you shouldn't be doing that, or you should be doing this or something, that's good for you.
When Hovind gives you advice, you know it's terrible for you. Anton LaVey is more godly than Kent Hovind.
Which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer shall be their calamities. Open rebuke is better than secret love. When you got a friend that's willing to tell you the truth, look, buddy, you stink, go take a shower. Okay. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. When the judges are overthrown in stony places, they shall hear my words, for they are sweet. Our bones are scattered at the grave's mouth, as when one cutteth and cleaveth wood upon the earth. But mine eyes are upon thee, O Lord. In thee is my trust. Leave not my soul destitute. When everybody's speaking against you, go just praise God. Thank you, Lord.
Then why do you keep making videos, Kent? You should spend all the time in your closet on your knees trying to please the big G's.
Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Gins, again, is a type of snare or trap. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape. Psalm 142. A prayer when he was in the cave. King David was running from his boss, King Saul. David wasn't king yet. David is sitting there eating at Saul's table, because Saul invited, because he was his son-in-law. He married Saul's daughter. And he was mad at David because people were saying, oh, David's a great man. And they didn't say that about Saul. So Saul was jealous of David. And he grabbed a javelin and threw it at David. David ducked out of the way, and it pinned his shirt to the wall. I'd say that's pretty close. He ripped his robe off, whatever he had on, and ran and hid in a cave. While he was in the cave, he wrote some psalms.
Pretty damn stupid story. So Nubifire, Kent, like all seriousness, he seems to think that the more in that camp that thinks the more something's mentioned in the Bible, the more important it is. But of course ignores that kill or killed appear hundreds of times inside of the Bible. So
you'll have times when you have to run for something, and you read the book of Psalms. It's great medicine. A prayer when he was in the cave. I cried unto the Lord with my voice. With my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplication. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed him before him my trouble. Lord, I got trouble. You got trouble? Tell the Lord about it.
What if I have sunshine on a cloudy day?
My spirit was overwhelmed within me when thou knewest my path.
Also, as far as I can tell, those pauses are in the actual stream proper.
In the way wherein I walked, have they privily laid a net snare for me. I looked on my right hand and beheld, there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me. Man cared for my soul. You ever feel that way? You got lots of problems and nobody cares. That may happen. It's happened to me many times. What do you do? Say, Lord, what do we do? Keep going. Keep going. Okay? I cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. So another one. These are all short psalms here. Psalm 143. A psalm of David. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications. In thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant. Lord, don't pick at all the wrong I'm doing. I got plenty of faults, but Lord, I need your help right now. In thy sight shall no living man be justified. And if you think you're righteous, you're mistaken, okay? It's Jesus Christ's righteousness on my account. That's why I'm going to heaven. He did it for me.
That layer of smug, like, haha, I'm better than you. Fuck you, Kent. Stupid shit. Magic Story says I'm better than you, so I'm going to be a smug asshole about it.
Okay. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul. He hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath made me to dwell in darkness as those that have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. You'll have those times when you feel just overwhelmed. Book of Psalms will really help. Just read it. I wrote my book, Why on Earth Did God Let This Happen, for heaven's sake, from prison. Wrote 7 books. This is only book 1. Book 2 is done as ebook. Any progress on the other ones, Joseph?
Wait.
What?
In process. I'm waiting. They're in the process.
Waiting for who to do what?
I think Judy's still transcribing to the.
Oh, transcribing
I think Judy's still trying to transcribe them.
it. But it's going to be 7 books in the series, all written from prison. They helped me to write them. If nobody else reads them, I was helped by just writing them. You got trouble? Just write it down. Writing out your troubles. If you lost a loved one, if they're in heaven, write them a letter. Use Knee-mail, Knee, on your knees. You talk to anybody with Knee-mail. I did that all through my books here. Anyway.
You just look at that segment and take it with a straight face. Like, what the fuck?
Hope you enjoy that. But back up. The enemy persecuted me. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the work of the hands. The word muse means really stop and think. Now, if you put a in front of a word, that usually means the opposite of. Muse means think. Amuse means not think. There are places designed just to help people do that. They're called amusement parks.
Something tells me that's not the origin of the word. Although I'm welcome to being wrong. But something tells me that's pure coincidence. And that the weird origins aren't related. Like how man and woman actually have completely different origins.
Ever seen one of those before? This is a place to not think, okay? And I think our kids
Dinosaur Adventureland sure is a place to not think.
They are learning to be amused rather than to muse. Stop and think. I muse on the work of the hands. I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsteth after thee. As a thirsty land, Selah. Stop and think. Hear me speedily, O Lord. My heart faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like them that go down into the pit. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk. Oh, I've prayed that a million times. Lord, show me which way to go, what to do on this situation. For I lift up my soul unto thee. Deliver me, O Lord, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will. You want to know God's will? If he told you, would you do it? That's a better question. For thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Quicken.
Yeah, no slouches here. Your posture better be perfect in the land of uprightness.
Me. That means make me alive. Quicken. You bite your fingernails down into the quick. Okay. For thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. Help me, Lord. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I'm thy servant. This is David's prayer. People are being mean to him, saying bad things about him, throwing spears at him. What do? go to the Lord. And remember, this world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. I chose that song years ago as my theme song for life.
God, no. Gonna give everyone a moment to mute things. All right, that's long enough.
This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. Angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh,
Has he ever actually heard that sung? Because I'm pretty sure it wouldn't go like that. And if it does go like that, then the people who actually wrote it or performed it are fucking stupid.
Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
It's nightmarish.
If you feel at home in this world, you got it all backwards. Focus on what's coming in heaven.
Oh, good. So your entire life you're supposed to feel uneasy and unsafe. Beautiful. That's a real way to enjoy existence.
Okay, comments and questions real quick, Joseph?
Yeah, you suck and Joseph's a punk ass bitch.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about the throat here, but tell me about the giants before the flood. Robert, there are probably 8 books in my library in that section over there on that topic. There is overwhelming evidence of skeletons that have been found of people that are really, really big.
Oh, yeah, you mean like Photoshop contests?
Go to what's Mary Nell Wyatt's website?
RonWyatt.com.
Ron Wyatt, WYATT.com.
What's the website? RonWyatt.com? Oh, okay.
Well, they got pictures. We held in our hand the 3 little finger bones from Mrs. Noah. Her little finger was this long. It had to be 15 feet tall. I think before the flood came, when people lived to be 900.
We just held Mrs. Noah's finger bones. What?
Ducks were 500 pounds. They find 500-pound duck fossils. I think beavers were 8 feet long. Giant beaver skeletons have been found.
I mean, this is all fucking nuts.
Giant oyster shells, 12
Giant oyster shellifants. Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
foot diameter. Big oyster shells. Everything was bigger before the flood, including the people. So I think there were giants of and giant reptiles, like called them dinosaurs, which means terrible lizard. And so if you watch my video number 3 for all about dinosaurs that lived with man, and some might still be alive.
Yeah, they are. One example of a living dinosaur is the turkey. Seriously, if you haven't seen Turkey, you need to watch it. It's an absolute masterpiece. And if you have seen Turkey, now is the time in the comments to gush about how it's the most perfect thing ever put to YouTube.
So anyway, there's a lot. That's somebody else. Robert's going to have to tackle that as their ministry, and people have. Just all about the giants and how the skeletons kind of disappear from museums. What happened? See, it goes against the evolution religion, which says we started off like a chimpanzee and we're getting bigger, better, stronger, smarter. Oh, they don't want you to believe that.
No, it's harder, better, faster, stronger.
They want you to think, man used to be a chimpanzee or an amoeba. Oh, no, man was much bigger in the past. Okay, go ahead. Thank you, Robert. Charles, I was baptized as a child. I need to get baptized again. Charles, baptism has nothing to do with salvation. Nothing. It's a public symbol. It's like putting on a wedding ring. A wedding ring doesn't marry you. It tells others, hey, I'm married. That's all. Baptism is to tell other people, hey, I've received Christ. That's all. So baptism as a baby does nothing except get you wet. I was baptized in the
Hovind just said the phrase, get you wet.
Methodist church as a baby and baptized again in the Lutheran church as a baby. All it did was get me wet. I hadn't received Christ yet. Once you receive Christ as your Savior, now you get baptized as a public symbol. So no, if you baptize, the question is, have you been saved? If you ask the Lord to come in your heart and save you, then you get baptized after that. And it doesn't hurt to get baptized 50 times if you want, but it only counts after you've been saved. Okay?
It cuts off, Doctor. The second part of this question is about still sinning and being a hypocrite, even though he's trying not to.
How can I keep from sinning? Nothing major, but I catch myself sinning accidentally.
Yeah.
Well, join the crowd, Charles. Gee whiz.
Real deep questions here.
Everybody sins. It's like When a baby's first learning to walk and talk, they wet their pants. What do? You change their diaper. Well, by the time they're 3 years old, it's about time to,
If you can't Hovind, you beat the shit out of them from day one.
hey kid, knock it off. Here's the potty over here. Here's how you use it. By the time they're 10 years old, time to really do something about it, okay? So God is gentle with his children that are brand new Christians, first learning. He puts up with quite a bit. But at some point, he might say, son, listen, you better stop doing that habit. That's bad. Or stop doing this or start doing that. As you grow in the Lord, he will convict you about different things. And yet, I remember as a growing new Christian, I read the verse about it's a shame for a man to have long hair. Doesn't say it's a sin, it's a shame. So I went and got mine cut. I've kept it cut this way all my life.
Oh, so your hair, you've always had douchebag hair. Actually, no, there was a time where you didn't have douchebag hair. I thought that you were born with that shitty haircut.
Well, since then, I did it today, got a barber cut. So I don't think you're ever going to get the victory, but how do you stop?
I did it today, you got a barber cut.
Stop from sinning? The more you read the word, it'll help. The word, thy word have I hidden in my heart that I might not sin against thee. The more of this book you memorize, the more it'll help you fight back against the temptations the devil faces. The devil puts in your way. Okay, any others? What's up with all the dinosaurs? Don't you know they're not real?
Of course, what I expect on a cue from TikTok, I guess. Don't you know they're not real? Oh, you attract real winners there, Kent.
Well, they're real, but they're real plastic, okay? As far as dinosaurs really living, they did live. Dinosaur means terrible lizard. Before the flood came, the Bible says, I'll get my chart here.
Zoomy, more like 3 years old. They need to start being toilet trained. He's very hardcore about that crap.
The people used to live to be 900. You can get these charts on our website. Adam lived to be 930. Everybody before the flood, here's the flood right here, lived to be 900 or more. Almost all of them, okay, about that. Except for Enoch, and he never died. So he's 4,000 years old, 6,000 years old. Ooh, okay. After the flood, things dropped off to 400, 200, 100. So this is the age of the big dinosaurs. Then they either died off from climate change or from people hunting them, calling them dragons. There could be a few still alive.
I thought climate change was a myth, Hovind.
But they're only like 20 feet long. Different places like Loch Ness Monster, Lake Champlain Monster, Mockery and Bumpy in the Congo Swamp. Watch video 3. So yes, dinosaurs did live with man. Noah did take them on the ark, probably babies, and they've always lived with man. And they're nothing to be afraid of. Now, when they teach they lived millions of years ago, that is baloney. Tell them I said so. I'll debate them all on that. Dinosaurs lived with humans all along. Do you think God can speak through AI? I don't know enough about AI to know. I think.
I don't know enough about AI to determine if this all-powerful, all-important, all-capable deity could use it as a gateway to communicate with people. Really, Kent, if your deity has all power, I think it's pretty well capable of doing that. If it's not, then it isn't all-powerful. Come on, Kent.
It makes me nervous, Joseph. It's pretty scary what they can do now with computers, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. But we
Okay.
just had this crazy thing.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you later.
Well, that's predicted. In the Bible in Revelation, it says, there's going to come a time where you can't buy or sell unless you have a mark in your right hand or in.
Has absolutely nothing to do with the question of whether the deity could communicate through advanced large language model software or not.
In your forehead. See, God knows what people are thinking. And Satan wants to be like God. He said so. I shall be like the Most High. Ezekiel 28, I believe. So
yeah, and he's never going to be Willie Nelson.
Satan wants to know everybody's thoughts. His goal is to get a giant computer network where everybody has a chip in their brain and we can all read each other's thoughts. That's going to be scary, but that's the goal. So I think AI is a giant step in that direction, and I'm a little nervous about that. So, okay. Hope you and the crew are doing well. My question is biotic soup edible? Well, now the prebiotic soup is just nothing but rocks, fragments in the water.
No. No. And no. You've been explained to, and Matt Powell been explained to many times, why that concept is just plain wrong, but you don't listen.
Does it cure athletes' atheistic foolishness philosophy called evolutionism? Apparently not. I don't know of a cure for that, except maybe a hammer, baseball.
How much of a fucking square do you have to be to not understand what original gangster is? See a previous video for that one. Good fucking God. Real winners on Hoven's side.
Bet. Were Adam and Eve immortal before their fall? I believe that's the only conclusion I could make. God designed them to live forever. Had they not sinned, they would have lived forever. But they blew it. So,
Okay, see, right there, Hoven. You say he designed them to live forever. There wouldn't have need to be a design for them to live forever. They just would have. Because everything's arbitrary in your Magic Sky Daddy world. There doesn't have to be a reason for anything. It just can be. You're stupid, man.
okay, thank you. That's it.
Yes, sir.
All right, see you tomorrow night. Come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. It's a blast
No.
down here.
You should have been to the art protest. Fucker.
Help us put Krabby together and come down and help us finish Noah's Ark. We're ready to put the roof on now. Just need a bunch of people with hammers and a brain that can read a tape measure. So come visit. We got cabins. We'll feed you, house you. Kids can have a blast while we work you to death. Okay? Works out simple. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Go to hell, Kent. Go straight to hell. Alright, that was that. Knocked out a little more of 0645 2017's foolishness. Of course, he's probably going to be lying about the Ark Encounter protest for the next couple of weeks. Know that he is completely full of it, and more details will, and more perspectives and such will come out as the week progresses. Video gets processed, we get more photos, and can really... Excuse me, had a yawning fit. Go into more detail on just everything that went on when at the awesomeness that was the Ark Encounter protest. That being said, thanks for everyone stopping in. Had a fun time, as always, save for the Hovend. I'm going to watch some stupid videos, play a bit of Guild Wars, debate whether I want to stream again tonight or not. I probably won't. I'll probably save it for tomorrow if I even get to it. And that's going to be that. Otherwise, tomorrow, presuming I'm feeling all right, expect me to cover... Sorry, another yawn fest. Not cover another yawn fest. Cover Here's Whacking Atheist for Wednesday. So in a couple hours he'll do that, and sometime tomorrow I'll cover it. Poor cunt. Don't think red pepper and honey is going to help with that throat issue. Nope, it most certainly will not. Visit my aging parents instead. Dementia means you lose your loved one twice. Yeah, oof. That is true. That's very true. Otaku, barring me being tired, it's going to happen. We'll see, though. But alright, that's the end of that. I'm going to hop off here and relax. Much love.